Get over here!
When men strive together and hit a pregnant woman, so that her children come out, but there is no harm, the one who hit her shall surely be fined, as the woman's husband shall impose on him, and he shall pay as the judges determine. But if there is harm, then you shall pay life for life, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot, burn for burn, wound for wound, stripe for stripe. Oh, ho, ho, ho. I am going to make some enemies today, potentially, with that verse that I recited at the beginning. You guys know I'm going to get some controversial topics today, right? But I'm ready to explain myself. I am ready to, explain my stance. But before we do, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to episode 5 of Let's Play Blasphemous. I'm the Green Scorpion, and in the last episode, we made our way down here to the bottom of Hondo, the Bronze Frontier, basically the Big Bell. And it was quite the trial. It was quite the challenge getting down here, but here we are. I am excited to see where this is going. But, yeah, so a little bit of an update as to, so that's a way back up, so yeah. A little bit of an update. It's been a while since I've last played Blasphemous, particularly because there's been a lot going on in my life, and I'm sure you guys are— oh yeah, that's right, this thing. There we go. There's been a lot going on, not just in my life, but I'm pretty sure in, like, a lot of people's lives as well, because, Jesus, there was a crap ton that happened over the past month. Ooh, I can't believe I actually managed to block that. Alright, cool. Okay, yeah, I gotta remember how to play this game because I am a little bit— okay, yeah, gotta remember. Yep, that's that. Okay, good. Yeah, again, it's been a little while since I played this game because, you guys, some of you guys might already be, aware of this. I took a trip to Honduras and a warp point, thank you! This is actually good because I actually want to head back to, Albero because apparently there's a couple things that I gotta do over here. But as you guys may know, I took a trip to Honduras, and it was a fun time for the most part, like, but I also went there for personal reasons involving my, younger sister. For those of you who know, you know. But that was pretty much it, and then after that, I got COVID, so that was fun. Before I move on, let me actually check what I can do here. Okay, no, I only have, level 2 on Mea Culpa. But this I can unlock, but I need 7,000. Alright, so not much I can do here for now. I recall someone saying that I can deliver something here, in Albero if, like, if I talk to the right person. I'm not sure. Because, again, like, this game doesn't explain everything to you, but, like, you know, I'm doing my best to understand. That's it! If you give the, flowers to this person. Here we go. So, give the rosemary.
Misericordioso seáis, penitente. Con vuestra aportación la obra de esta cofradía continúa.
Tears of Atonement. What do we have here? What is this? Tears of Atonement. Hello? Where is it? Tears of Atonement. Tears of Atonement. Is it a quest item? Where is it? Jeez. Okay. If this is any indication as to how long it's been since I've been playing this, here you go. What are the Tears of Atonement? Is this like a special thing that, like, I just have now that I can't look up at all? Hello? Someone's probably screaming at me in the comments right now, but you know what? I'll have to figure this out later. In the meantime, I have the Bouquet of Time as well.
Misericordioso seáis, penitente.
Okay, he says the same thing. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. Tears of Atonement means the currency thing! Man, I'm an idiot. Is there anything else? No, I don't have anything else. So, yeah, that was that I wanted to do here. And now we're gonna go ahead and head back to the bell. I am going to stop at the, Predieu to, maybe, look at what I can change around. Because some people also gave me advice on what I can do in regards to my, build. But, I'll take that, like, as we go. Did I just completely skip the... Oh, no, wait, no. I'm right. But, yeah, so it's been a bit of a rough, you know, month for not just me, but I'm pretty sure for a lot of people because, like, you know, not to, like, you know, put on the doom and gloom, when it comes to, like, you know, the world or anything, but, you know, let's be real. There's been a lot of shootings, there's been a lot of, like, sickness, there's been a lot of, controversy regarding certain things that happened, in terms of, like, you know, governmental decisions, which I don't want to get too far into, at least, like, not, in terms of everything that they're doing right now. I've made no secret that I hate politics, and, well, let's just say that the past month has been justifying my hatred. Kinda, not gonna lie. So that's kind of like my stance on that whole spiel, if anyone's curious. But, in regards to what I just, recited at the beginning of the episode, that, passage from Exodus. So, I've had a lot of people... Oh, hello. I've had a lot of people actually come to me, or, like, talk to me about, certain things regarding the topic of, and, like, we might as well go ahead and mention it, abortion. So, like, you know, abortion is a very, like, controversial topic, when it comes to, you know, government and religion and things like that. But, I gotta put my foot down on this one. Fun fact, guys, the Bible doesn't say anything, in regards to abortion. Not a single word there's not a single word in the Bible that mentions the consequences or the, you know, the repercussions of abortion. It doesn't say a single thing. And, like, people will argue, oh, well, what about that passage from Exodus? Because that passage in particular, the one... Oh, that's poison. Okay, good to know. That passage from Exodus, like, some people actually have, like, brought up before in regards to, you know, the topic of abortion, because it's like, you know, oh, hey, this is, oh, shoot. Messed that up. Do I want to go up or down? Let's actually go up. So, like, people have brought up that passage in regards to, like, you know, referring to abortion, and that's the whole thing of, like, you know, if, like, the baby is born, great. If it doesn't, well, then that's, punishable by, you know, death, essentially. That's, what the passage is all about. But, like, a couple things in regards to that passage that actually work against, this is to, reclaim my, guilt. You are rid of guilt. Like, yeah, a couple things that, like, about that passage that actually work against, the notion of, like, you know, it's supposed to be, like, anti-abortion. It really isn't. Because that passage is actually not talking about abortion. That passage is talking about, hey, if this dude punches a pregnant woman and the pregnant woman has a miscarriage or there are complications, or at least, like, the way I interpret that, like, you know, the way a lot of people have interpreted that verse in particular, if the act of violence causes complications for the woman who is giving birth, like, for example, if, like, it's actually fatal to them, that's the problem. It has nothing to do with abortion. It's about the fact that you just assaulted a woman. Oh, hello. Take this. Ah. Whoa, that was weird. Okay, those are new enemies. I keep using this wrong button. I need to take another one of these. So I actually saw an item down there, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it without putting myself in significant danger because of that poison. So, no thank you. But, yeah, oh, Jesus Christ! Ah, crap, I messed that up. I gotta remember that timing is actually pretty generous here. Ah, Jesus. Okay. Well, at least this gives me a little more time to talk about what I want to talk about. Yeah, believe it or not, like, there are several passages in the Bible that, like, people, like, you know, Christians have, used in terms of, like, you know, justifying, like, the idea of, you know, whether abortion is against the Bible or not. I personally believe it isn't. Particularly because, like, the Bible doesn't say anything about it. And, like, you know, like, some people make the argument of, like, oh, thou shalt not murder because, like, whatever life is growing inside a pregnant woman is a life, and if you end it, well, then there you go. Like, that's murder, essentially. And that in and of itself is an entirely different debate altogether. But there actually is nothing in the Bible that actually mentions anything explicitly about abortion. The Old Testament is very vague about the whole thing, and even more so in the New Testament where, like, you know, Jesus, during the Sermon on the Mount, actually, like, had a bit of a, like, you know, a revision of Old Testament laws. Like, another one that like, people that, like, you know, conservative Christians seem to, like, really, look into is the book of Leviticus, because Leviticus had a bunch of, like, you know, rules and, like, checks and balances, that were established during those times that apparently, like, a lot of people seem to think, oh, these are the laws that we should follow today. No. Here's the thing about Leviticus. The laws of Leviticus were established not because they were supposed to be the laws that humanity should follow for all time. Leviticus was written Leviticus was talking about a time when humanity was on the brink of extinction. Like, think about it. This was after Noah's flood, and, like, the population of the world was basically on the brink of, like, elimination, complete, like, and utter, like, destruction. So, to say that... Oh, jeez, that was close. Ah, frick. Okay, I'm gonna take care of the spirit first. To say that those laws, like, would apply to, you know, how we should follow things today is ludicrous, because those laws were established during a time when humanity was on the brink of extinction, so those rules were established to help humanity prosper once again. You know, like, you know, things like, you know, staying healthy by not eating pork, or, like, using certain materials for, like, clothing and stuff like that, or, you know, the whole thing of, like, a man shall not sleep with another man type of thing. Like, I believe that was Leviticus 20:13. That's another favorite of, like, conservative Christians really love using. But yeah, that verse actually, believe it or not, guys, is not talking about same-sex marriage or anything like that. It's actually talking about, nuts. Oh, this is getting harder. Oh, nice. Okay, there we go. But yeah, that verse, Leviticus 20:13, actually isn't talking about, same-sex marriage. It's actually talking about incest, believe it or not. So, take that for what you will. Ooh, that was tough. Okay, this is getting harder, but I'm enjoying this. I have no more flasks. Jesus Christ, I used all my flasks already. I gotta start using my moves. Like, I gotta start using my, like, actual moves. Oh, nuts. This is gonna be a nightmare. But yeah, so I guess, like, at the end of the day, I suppose I should, like, go ahead and mention it. Like, I'm pretty sure some people are wondering, what's my stance on abortion? My current stance on abortion is... I don't like it. I will say this. I don't like it. I don't think it is a, I am personally not really for it. However, what kind of guy would I be if I'm going to question, oh, Jesus Christ. What kind of guy am I if how pretentious of a guy do I have to be if I'm going to try and dictate what a woman wants to do with their body? Like, you know what I mean? Especially because in the context of, like, certain things like, you know, hey, what if the pregnancy is actually going to put the woman's life in danger? What if they didn't want this in the first place, kind of thing, you know what I mean? Or, like, you know, in the case of, like, other things, like, heaven forbid, like, rape, and, you know, that kind of jazz. Like, the situation is a lot more complicated than people would like it to be. What do we got here? Silvered Lung of Dolphos. Relics. Oh, we finally got relics! Equip relics to change your perception of the world. Each relic possesses different, unique effects, and you can equip up to 3 of them at the same time. Let's check it out. Silvered lung of Dolphos. Organ preserved in sparkling silver with plenty of filigrees. Cardinal Dolphos melted his spoons in a pot, looking to escape jealousies with the Argentine concoction. Protects the wearer from poisonous miasma! Thank God! Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Oh my God, please, thank you. That poison gas is what's been bugging me this entire playthrough, like, ever since I went to the Burning Tower, man. Confessions from Dolphos Part 3. What's the use of gowns? What good is the gold from rings? Only the purity of silver that once was embellished possesses the graces of miracle. Silver should not be seen. It should not be worn on the outside of the body, but on the inside. Let it embellish the flesh. Let it adorn the skin. Cool. Alright, so yeah, I should be good to go down here, and yeah, the poison's not hurting me anymore. Oh my lord, thank God. That is so nice. So on that note, yeah, I can go down here and grab this, and that one area should be open to me now. Frontal of Martinus the Rope Maker. Let's check this out. Artisan Martinus Hafnia was unjustly accused of selling brittle strings and sentenced to be hanged with one of his creations. That very sad day, he regained his honor. Ugh. That's poetic. You know, I'm just gonna ignore you guys. I am one hit away from dying. So yeah, continuing with my point, right? The whole thing with, like, you know, abortion and, you know, that kind of thing. Like, my personal opinion is, like, you know, it's none of my business. And I honestly think it is, like, absurd that, like, these people think that they can govern, frick. I think it's absolutely ludicrous that these people think that they can, like, govern how women should conduct themselves in regards to, you know, what they do with their bodies and everything. Especially because, like, you know, again, the whole thing of, like, you know, oh, like, a fetus's life is life no matter how you slice it. Honestly, that's a bait in and of itself. But, at the same time, it's like, okay, then, like, what of, how do you feel about, like, you know, the death penalty, or, you know, euthanasia, or, like, something, like, putting someone out of their misery? Especially because, like, you know, in some situations, like, this is not to, like, you know, necessarily, like, try to, like, make a controversial topic even more controversial, right? But that whole spiel with, like, you know, forcing a woman to have the kid, like, hell or high water, it's like, you know, if they didn't want the child in the first place, do you really want to subject them to this cruel world, especially with how things are now? I remember George Carlin, like, I referenced this on Twitter the other day. I remember George Carlin said something that I think is still very, very true today. In regards to that whole thing, like, you know, with the overturning of Roe v. Wade and whatnot, it's not even like that. The government, in my opinion, is, like, it's not pro-life. Like, that whole thing with, like, you know, overturning Roe v. Wade, that's not pro-life. That's anti-women. And frankly, like, I remember George Carlin saying that in one of his skits, and frankly, I agree with him. Again, I don't have a high opinion of government and, like, politics as a whole. And again, like, I'm gonna make it no secret that, like, current happenings nowadays is not helping that matter at all. So yeah, I personally am pretty pissed about that whole spiel as well, and so are a lot of people I know. And yeah, I want to say, like, I think using the religious argument to justify the overturning of Roe v. Wade is ridiculous, because the Bible doesn't say anything about abortion or the whole thing of, like, you know, you know, banning it or anything like that. If anything, like, there are several, like, points in the Bible that, like, might actually support the idea. I don't remember what it was, but there was this one incident in Exodus, I believe. I don't exactly know, where supposedly there was actually an old procedure of abortion that was performed in the case of unfaithfulness, in the case of cheating, you know? Again, I'm not entirely sure the context behind that. I didn't really get around to researching that bit, but it raises a lot of questions. Oh, come on. Really? That didn't... Oh, frick! Okay, that went really, really poorly. I might as well just go ahead and take both flasks. Okay, I'm not getting the... either I'm not getting the timing, or these ghosts can't be executed. Either way. But yeah, that's my stance on that whole thing. Just gonna say right now, as a Christian who has read the Bible and, like, likes to, like, study these types of things, just gonna say right now, guys, the Bible says nothing about, whether abortion should be, like, is a good thing or a bad thing or not. And honestly, there's a lot of misconceptions that, like, you know, like, in my opinion, conservative Christians like to use, that honestly are just kind of ridiculous. For example, I've been hearing a lot of things lately about, like, you know, people saying, oh, like, you know, what was it? I've been seeing a lot of topics come up lately about, like, you know, parents, telling their kids, oh, when are you gonna have grandkids? Like, or when are you gonna, like, get married and whatnot? And quite frankly, that is actually a very dangerous sentiment, especially to, like, people who, grew up in a church setting. Just gonna say right now, guys, there's a reason why, church couples, or a lot of them anyway, tend to end in divorce, because, like, you know, the whole, like, you know, the whole thing with, like, marriage is kind of a stigma in, it's kind of a stigma in the church for a lot of reasons. One of the things is that, like, you know, going back to the whole LGBT community, as well, and the whole thing with, like, you know, same-sex marriage and whatnot, that in and of itself is a whole thing. My thing, however, that I, like, find funny is that, like, as someone who grew up Christian, I kind of, like, see the quote-unquote logic that they were going for when it came to, you know, talking about same-sex marriage and whatnot, and, like, why they're against it. I don't agree with it. Not anymore, anyway. Like, I don't agree with it, but I can see the argument, especially with the whole thing with Leviticus, though, even though I just said Leviticus, kind of, like, doesn't actually talk about that, so that in and of itself is a whole, like, debate. But what really baffles me in particular is that for some reason the LGBT community also has a sort of thing with asexuality and, like, aromanticism, and, like, for some reason that is sort of a taboo thing in... There are platforms here, aren't they? Do I want to risk this? I see those things. Oh, no, okay. Nope, can't go that way. Oh, jeez, okay, well, that did not work. Oh, and I'm all the way over here. Gosh darn it. I'll be right back, guys. Vaya con Dios indeed. Alright, take care of this. There is something over there, but I don't know what I gotta do to activate these things. Oh, Jesus! Okay, that was close. That's what I wanted to do, but nope, that doesn't seem to work. Okay, so clearly there's an ability that I need for this, but I don't know what it is yet. So we'll come back to this later. But what I was saying earlier, right, about, like, you know, how, like, you know, there's apparently a stigma against asexuality and aromanticism as well, because, like, oh, you're Christians, you must get married and all that, blah, 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 blah. No. Fun fact, there's literally a passage in the Bible, a literal passage that says that God would actually prefer you not get married and not have a partner. It's kind of the whole spiel of, like, you know, oh, like, you know, I would rather you be alone, but if you wish to get married, go ahead. If I recall correctly, I actually have the verse right here. It's from 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse, oh, what was it? Shoot, which one was it? Give me a second here, guys. It is... Okay, I found it. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 8. Now to the unmarried and the widows I say, it is good for them to stay unmarried, as I do. But if they cannot control themselves, they should marry, for it is better to marry than to burn with passion. That is literally God saying, Ace is valid. That's literally what that verse says. It's Ace is valid. Because, hey, like, yeah, like, considering who God is and how, like, he operates and everything, yeah, the whole idea is that, God would rather you focus on yourself, rather than, like, you know, devote yourself to another. And, like, again, it's the whole thing with, like, you know, oh, you should have none others before myself, obviously, like, you know, because it's God. That being said, yeah, what do we have here? Oh, Jesus. Hello. Oh. Okay, sure. This is interesting.
Con este lazo rasgado, yo rechazo esta unión con mi prometido.
No available offerings. No available offerings. Okay, so this is something that I'm gonna put a marker here. That's something that I'm gonna have to deal with later. But yeah, that verse from 1 Corinthians chapter 7, yeah, that's basically God saying Ace is valid, because it's a whole thing of, like, you can interpret it different ways, because it's like, I'd rather you focus on yourself and be happy with yourself, and, like, focus on yourself and me before anyone else. But if you have to, but if you, like, can't control that urge and you really, really want to be with someone, go for it. But I'd rather you be alone. And again, like, it can also be interpreted in a way of, like, hey, you have to be happy with yourself before you can have a chance to be happy with another. So that's that interpretation. So yeah, there's literally, like, for all of you, like, asexual people out there or aromantic people out there who are afraid of, like, you know, coming out with that, or, like, you know, trying to explain that to your Christian parents or whatnot, go to that verse. Go to 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 10, I believe it was. Jeez. No, verse 8. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 8. Tell them, yeah, look at this verse. It actually says that God prefers you to be unmarried. As a matter of fact, there is another asexual person in the Bible that is revered to as one of the greatest people in the world. Jesus Christ. Jesus never married. I don't think he ever had sex. Like, again, I can't prove this, but hey, the Bible literally says Ace is valid. So, there you go. Anyway, I got explained as to what the deal is with this lady, and I kind of regret what I did.
No prestéis atención a las arrugas de mi piel, al pelo que crece gris o a mis temblorosas piernas. Nuestro pacto aún está por concluir. Así también vuestra ardua empresa. Penitente, necesitaréis mi favor en vuestro siguiente cometido.
I am actually going to refuse her this time. Mainly because I would like, I know for a fact that I would like her help later, but I don't want to kill her yet. Because I now got an explanation as to what is going on here. The more she uses her power to help me, the more shriveled up she becomes. So I'm actually going to refuse this time. Especially because someone explained to me that later I may need her help more than I do now. So here we go. We got another boss fight coming in. Oh geez, I see something rising. What do we got? Oh boy. Tres anguistas. The three suffering? Oh gosh, oh gosh. Oh, that does a lot of damage. Beautiful. Oh, we are rising. Oh, Jesus. Oh, boy. Okay, take a flask. I think I parried that. Good, good. Oh, I love this boss music. Oh boy. Okay, contact damage does not exist. If I can get another wave going. Here we go. Yes, there we go. Okay. You're targeting me? Yes! Take another flask. Vaya con Dios. Ah. Come on. Oh, jeez. Oh, Jesus! Okay, she's gonna do the thing. Good. Oh, man, I think I'm gonna die, though. Whoa! Well, alright then! That is not gonna be easy. I don't want to rely on the lady. I don't want to rely on her. So, this is just gonna be a matter of pattern recognition. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ma'am. I did not know that whole thing, you helping me, was going to do that to you. I'm really sorry. So, hopefully, I'll be able to handle this. Alright, here we go. Guild fragment recovered. Let's do this. Oh, no, I did not mean to use that. Oh, well. Okay, I can use it now. Good. I'm surprised that didn't hit me. Okay, good. 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 Oh, Jesus. Okay, can I get it here? Can I get it here? Yes! That's gonna be a lot of damage. That's what I like to see. Yes! Ah! Take a flask. Vaya con Dios. Okay, you're gonna do the thing. Take another flask. Vaya con Dios. Oh, Jesus! No! Are you kidding me? Oh, I should have just taken the hit. Damn it. Oh, knockback. Come on, man. That sucks. Okay, I am learning, though. I am learning. I am getting it. Yeah. The shockwave special does a lot of damage if I can get it on the right platform. If I can get it on the small platforms with all three of them there, that's gonna rack up some serious damage. Alright, I can do this, I can do this. Oh, jeez. Ah! Oh, man, I love this boss theme. Okay, if I can get them on a small platform with the shockwave. Like, now would be good, actually. Got it. Oh, that actually did not work out as well as I had hoped. Oh well, vaya con Dios. Right here would be good, though. Vaya con Dios. Okay, they're gonna do the thing. Good. Good. Okay, gotta be careful. They can shockwave me if they want. Oh, no! Okay, so I can't parry that. Good to know. Whew. Okay. Gotta be careful. This is a good boss fight. I'm liking this. Alright. I feel so bad for that lady now. I really wish I didn't ask for her help earlier, especially because maybe I could have used it here. Ah. I gotta follow a pattern with that. No! Okay. Okay, they're doing that. Oh, can I get this off? Oh, no, I can't. I can't. Okay, okay. Be careful there. What? Why did it go there? Ugh. Okay. Vaya con Dios. Okay, they're gonna converge. I gotta get away from those. Good. Okay, you're gonna do the thing. Oh, they didn't do it twice. Okay. Oh, you can parry those. Okay, good. I'll have to remember that. God, this music is sick. Oh, Jesus! Vaya con Dios! Okay, good, 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 good. I'm learning, I'm learning. Oh, Jesus! Damn it! Ugh. There we go. Whew. Yo, that was a really sick-ass boss fight. Well done. Whew. Ugh. This should be the third one, right? Hello again, sir.
En nombre del suplicio mayor y de los hijos del milagro, que el oro de mi rostro derrita y borre la contrición de vuestra alma. Corazón de la culpa, regresad ahora del sueño.
Holy Wound of Contrition. Okay, yeah, that's all three of them. So, now what? Yes, the gate at the end of the bridge. And there we have it. Holy Wound of Contrition. Mark left by the golden visage that reveals the cleanliness of contrition in the soul of the penitent one. Santo Credo, verse 2. The miracle created the golden visages from the very fervor of the uncorrupted saints in order to preserve them eternal in the forbidden dream. Three identical faces covered in torrid gold are the guardians of the three wounds in his holiness soul. Alright, and there we have it. Yeah, that was a really cool boss fight, honestly. Like, I really like the design of it. And the fact that I was able to, like, kind of, like, do a shit ton of damage with, like, a certain ability I had, that's good design.
Se os ha permitido conocer la faz de la contrición, penitente en el silencio. Tras haberos humillado ante los santos rostros custodiantes, la puerta al final del puente del Calvario se ha abierto. Cruzad ahora su umbral bajo la férrea mirada de su santidad. Los penitentes cargamos con una culpa tal que quizás la aflicción nos da un segundo aliento. Pero no os confiéis. Puede que entre plegarias nos llegue reptando sigilosamente algún día.
Alright. Something tells me that, like, there's gonna be a whole lot more to this game, though. So, I'm looking forward to this. In the meantime, this should take us back up, or this is gonna take us somewhere. I do want to see what's over here first. Aha! More health.
Tomad el siguiente de mis dolores profundos.
Awesome. Alright, so as we return to our hello, I want to go back down, I want to go back down, I want to go back down. Let me go back down. Sorry, I'm going back down. Because I want whatever is on top of that thing. There's a lot here, apparently. I'm gonna have to check that out later. I should be able to make it up there now that this elevator's here, right? Oh. No, I cannot. So I came back down for nothing. Alright, well, make a note that that's there. And make a literal note, actually. I need to open up my inventory, or my map. Hang on a sec. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Let's put, that there. Yeah, so, like, I'm trying to use these, like, markers a little more so that I can, come back to, like, certain treasures that I need to get. Ah. Get out of here. Okay, try that again. There we go. Okay, there's nothing down there. I'm actually wondering what these, like, children are supposed to be, too, but we'll figure that out later as well. But yeah, so, in light of all of the heavy topics that we just discussed, I would like to know your guys' opinion, because, again, I would like to be, like, very respectful about everything, in regards to all that, but, like, you know, I understand that it is also a rather, controversial topic, all things considered, but, like, honestly, I don't think it should be, because, you know, in my personal opinion, it really should just be about treating people right, you know what I mean? Okay, can you just stop? What do we have down here? Ooh, what do we got? Metacarpus of Hodges the Blacksmith. Blacksmith Brendan Hodges forged some of Custodia's most beautiful weapons, wielded by the Anointed Legion themselves. Destiny wanted to be one of his weapons that... Destiny wanted it that... to be one of his weapons that killed him. Got it. Alright, so... Oh, really? Alright, I want to head back over this way first. Whew. I'm gonna admit, like, talking about all those topics kind of, like, feels a little bit heavy, admittedly. But, like, you know, again, what do you expect? Like, these kinds of topics are, like, gonna be controversial no matter what. And again, like, I'm of the opinion that they really shouldn't be. Because, you know, these are important topics that need to be discussed. Oh, boy, what do we have here? Hell? What are you?
Son dos rostros los que os saludan, penitente. Mi nombre es Nacimiento. Observad mi pecho en el que ha crecido un rostro anciano que envejece más y más, que no habla, que no piensa, mientras que el mío se hace joven hasta verme ahora como un niño. Cuán terrible condena es esta, que no entiendo su propósito por más que reflexione sobre los pecados que he podido cometer para merecerla. Incluso en el que ha sido castigado está presente la gracia del milagro. Quizás auxiliándoos pueda rebajar la magnitud de esta pena. Traedme el azogue, el que es capaz de brotar bajo nuestros pies en cualquier lugar por capricho del doloroso. Y lo mezclaré con la bilis de vuestros matraces, potenciando de esa manera su don.
I do have that. So I need Quicksilver, I have a Bile Flask, and Tears of Atonement. Let's do it.
Agraciado corazón sea. Con esta plata yo bendigo la mixtura que recuperará vuestra sangre derramada.
The healing power of the bile flasks has been... not entirely sure what just happened. Okay. What did I just do? Huh.
Traedme el azogue, el que es capaz.
Yeah, he already said that. Okay, so, I'm not entirely sure what I just did, but, I guess I'll figure it out. What scares me is that I have a vial, that I have a flask missing. So, I guess I'll figure that out later. In the meantime, oh, hello. Chalcedonium of Persian the Bandit. Feared by his countrymen, Persian attack routes without distinction between rich or poor, and always alone. The day he dragged himself to Albero on the brink of death, no one took pity on him. Interesting. Alright, so there's nothing here. What do we got here? Hello. Oh? Map not available? Whoa. Friend or foe, sir?
Este humilde servidor os saluda, penitente. Bienvenido al osario de los que serán eternamente recordados. Mi quehacer no es otro que el de dar amparo a todos y cada uno de los restos óseos que aquí esperan bajo los impalpables velos del polvo. No importan los años, los siglos que pasen. Los huesos nos siguen hablando con sus crujidos, con sus silencios. Pero estos restos se necesitan unos a otros para poder revelar la verdad que aún guardan. Solo juntos, en íntima hermandad, obtendrán sus eternos descansos. Por ello, precisan de vuestro favor. Traedlos ante mí y así conoceremos la verdad que callan.
Is he talking about all those body parts that I've been collecting? Oh.
Oíd el crujir de los huesos en la oscuridad, pues ellos nos oyen a nosotros. Los huesos os agradecen vuestro favor. Se están despertando y con ellos la voz. Traed el resto de huesos ante mí, penitente.
So that's what all that's for. Good to know. And this is obviously a door that's going to open to something if I collect them all, I'm assuming, right? Good to know. Huh. Very interesting. Also, can I just mention that I really, really like the Spanish dub of this game? If anything, because I really like the fact that, like, you know, they call the main character Penitente. Which, like, you know, which means penitent one. But, like, for some reason, like, Penitente kind of rolls off the tongue a little better than Penitent one, you know what I mean? But anyway, so we got a little bit of time left here. And I see a path down here that we did not explore yet. So let's go ahead down there and see if we can find a Prie Dieu, because it is almost time for, to call it a day. But I hope you guys have been enjoying this playthrough, and I hope you guys didn't mind the conversation. But I did go into this playthrough saying that, yeah, these are going to be the kinds of conversations we're going to have. Ah, mistimed that. There we go. And execution. Perfect. Alright, so, yeah, let's see if we can go down this way and see what we can find. But yeah, one other, like, as we're, like, heading down here and exploring, I will say this, like, things have, like, been stressful for a lot of us lately, and I'm sure that, like, you know, current situations have not exactly, been very accommodating in regards to, you know, how everyone has been feeling. I'm actually gonna go ahead and check that one door first. So what do we got? We got more to explore. But thanks to this thing we have, we can actually go up here without the risk of poison. So, let us pull that lever and see what we can find. I'm assuming that's going to open that one gate. As a matter of fact, it did. So, what do we got here? Black Grieving Veil. That is a new one. Oh, what was that? That was weird. What? You guys saw that, right? What was that? That was weird. We're just gonna go ahead and gloss over that for now. Yeah, like, I also gotta, like, make sure to, like, swipe at walls and whatnot, because this game apparently is filled to the brim with secrets. And I can't go any further than this, it seems. So let us keep exploring. But I think what I want to do is I want to start making my way up here towards the bridge of the 3 Calvaries, so I can start heading towards the next area. So I'm probably gonna stop by a Prie-Dieu, and I'm gonna call it a day. So so what I can do here is, like, I can head up this way, like back up and go this way, and maybe I can run into something that I wasn't able to interact with before, and then go from there. But yeah, while we're, like, getting towards the end of this episode, I do want to say, oh, yep, there you go, another secret. Ooh. Anoint yourself with the oil of the pilgrims, sure. Ooh, beautiful. Alright, sweet. So yeah, I want to say, like, things have been difficult, for a lot of people. I've personally have also been feeling like garbage this past month, especially because just a lot of things have been happening all at once. And to those of you guys who might be wondering, yes, I have been pretty much been confirmed to have a case of depression, like, you know, like, but I'm pretty sure that's, like, the case for a lot of people right now. And I have been going to therapy about it. I have been, like, you know, trying to, you know, take care of myself, like, have some alone time. As much as I like socializing, I also realized this past week that alone time has been nice. It's actually working pretty well to kind of, like, put me back into kind of like a sort of good mental point. Humorous of McMittens the nurse. A nurse and cat lover, McMittens, that's why. McMittens saved countless lives, humans and others. Unable to bear saving those who showed no respect for life, he put an end to his own. Yeah, that kind of like can be a bit of a point of contention, can't it? But here we are back in the main area. So what I believe we can do now is, like, head back up and we can head towards the bridge. We'll stop at the Prie-Dieu that's right there, and then we'll call it an episode. But, as we're going down, I do want to mention, that, like, you know, to those of you guys who are struggling, to those of you guys who, like, feel like, you know, life is unfair, life is, like, you know, pretty much kicking everyone's asses, absolutely it is, and, like, I totally get it. Like, I, myself, have also been feeling like garbage in regards to all that. But I do want to, like, at least, you know, point out a couple things in the Bible, actually, that talk about that kind of thing, you know? Specifically, there are 2 verses that I want to point out to anyone who might be struggling. First of all is from Philippians chapter 4, verse 6, specifically, while I am trying to not die to these enemies. There we go. So, Philippians 4 verse 6 says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God." That is a classic one that basically says, hey, if you're stressed about something or if you're worried about something, present it to God, whether it be by prayer or, like, you know, having faith, and that kind of thing. But I also understand that, like, you know, not everyone believes in God. Not everyone does believe in that, you know, idea of, like, having faith in a higher being. I totally understand that. So maybe that might not be the verse for you. But, that being said, there is a verse in the Bible for you more practical people out there. In the form of Luke chapter 12, verse 25. Who of you, by worrying, can add a single hour to your life? That is basically the idea of, you know what? It's human nature to worry. It is human nature to be anxious about things. But if that is all you do, you're basically wasting your life. If you're worried about something, or if you're anxious about something, like, it's okay to be anxious. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be upset about it. But then after that, do something about it. Work to improve the situation. And if the situation is out of your control, then focus on the things that you can change. And that, in particular, is yourself. Focus on changing yourself. Focus on being able to improve yourself, because there's a certain idiom that my dad always told me, and while I do get a little annoyed by my dad's platitude sometimes, I am going to openly admit that right now. One in particular I absolutely love, and that is, God, give me the patience to deal with the things I cannot change, the strength to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And I'm going to go ahead and end it off right there. So, thank you guys for joining me for this very, very heavy but productive episode of Let's Play Blasphemous. Leave you guys, go ahead in the comments, guys, what you think of all the topics that I talked about, how you view things of such, and how you feel about everything that's been going on. And at the end of the day, guys, be, it is okay to be upset. It is okay to be anxious. It is okay to worry. But take the time to take care of yourself. Take the time to acknowledge it. And take the time to know what you can change. Have the wisdom to know what you need to bear. But, all in all, bottom line, keep going. Whether you believe in God or not, whether you're a Christian or not, whether you have faith in God or not, whoever you are, keep going. That is the main thing I'm going to end off on here. I believe in you guys. And on that note, see you next time.